Peace. Welcome to your YouTube live book reading of Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures great and small. And I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel. Welcome. We pick up back up. Whew. With another powerful one. Welcome, everyone. Happy full moon. I said we were talking about this. The energy has just been so powerful. I'm so grateful. I'm thankful. Happy summer, right? Highest heart love. We pick up at page 310. Welcome, Coco. My mother already in the building. I'm waiting for this animal speak, right? Blessings, peace, and blissful blessings. Highest heart love. You know. Thank you. It's the summer, man. You know, I've been meditating so much in this energy. And so that's an activation for me. I've been doing it for so long. And, following the moon cycles. Peace, highest heart. So, seeing everything from the 360 degrees, you recognize hemispheres matter, right? Location matters, especially in respective to the sun. And so I hope with this animal speak, shining light on all 360 degrees of animals in natural environment, what the light does to them, because we are the light, right? Highest heart. Sea lions, seals, peace hunter, highest heart love. What's up, Hunter? Yes. Sea lions and seals, keynote, active imagination, creativity, and lucid dreaming. Cycle of power, year round. Seals and sea lions amuse and fascinate most people. Although similar in appearance, they are not the same. They do share many of the same characteristics, but they should not be confused. Both are part of the order of mammals known as Pinnipedia, which is usually translated as fin feet, but it literally means feather feet. The name seal comes from the Anglo-Saxon silo, meaning to drag, named after the manner in which they move upon the land. Although both seals and sea lions will spend time on land, the seal is more at home in the water. Sea lions are not completely the water animals that seals are. They also are much more mobile upon land than the seals. This is due to the fact that the sea lion has much more flexibility and flippers than does the seal. Its neck is also more flexible than the seal's. Most of the time, what the general public refers to as performing seals are really sea lions. There are more varieties of seals than there are sea lions. The elephant seal is the largest of all. It got its name for its size and the droopy snout of the males. During the mating season, Males will have ferocious battles, and although sometimes a great deal of blood is shed, rarely is anything injured more than their pride. In the late 1800s, the elephant seal was reduced to mere 100 before laws to protect were instituted. Today, has rebounded. The harbor seal is the widest ranging of all seals. Like the sea lion and other members of the seal family, it will give birth out of water. The specific kind of seal or sea lion should be studied to determine its specific role within your own life. The most distinguishing characteristic between the seal and the sea lion is that seals have no external ears, simply small openings. The sea lion does have external ears. Because both are small, they stand out even more in their symbolic significance. Ears are the center for hearing and balance, and this significance should be applied to your own life. If a seal or sea lion has shown up as a totem, it is time to do some questioning. Are you getting out of balance? Has the imaginative faculty opened so much that you are not staying grounded? Are you listening to things and people that you are not, that you shouldn't? Are you not listening to that which you should? Are you listening to the inner voice, especially in the case of a seal totem? Are you following the words of others rather than your own? Both the seal and the sea lion are associated with water. They spend great amounts of time in it and around it. Water is a creative element. It is the symbol of the feminine, the emotional, and the imaginative, and the dream time. When these animals show up, you can expect your dreams to become even more vivid and significant. Pay attention. Much of what you are dreaming and imagining may have a strong basis in reality, no matter how far fetched. Keep a notebook with you, as the imaginative faculty is about to be awakened and stimulated. Seals and sea lions can teach you how to develop and focus the imagination. They can teach you to draw upon their energies to impact upon the real world in which you operate every day. Seals and sea lions can also keep us grounded so that we don't get lost or caught up too strongly within the imagination. Remember, both come out of the water for rest and mating. They always bear their young on land. This is very significant as it reflects the ability to bring creative force out from the inner and set in motion in the outer. For seal and sea lion people, it will be important to pay attention to the creative imagination and inspiration that is strong within them. These individuals are highly imaginative and very creative, needing activities that channel and direct those energies. This kind of creativity, stimulated by these totems, is similar to the kind of creative life force often associated with beings of the fairy realm in legend and lore. The Selkies of the Shetland Islands and Iceland were water spirits who took the form of gray seals. According to legend, at night they would come on shore and shed their seal skins, walking and dancing in the moonlight as men and women. The women, Selkies, were very beautiful and desirous, while the male Selkies were handsome and amorous. Human women who wished to have the children would cry 7 tears into the water to draw out the Selkai lover from its depths. There are no limits to the creative energy stimulated by this totem. They enliven the dreams and awaken the imagination so they can be applied to the outer. The archetypal force of the seals and sea lions helps those with them as a totem to learn to balance the inner imagination with the outer realities, making both aspects more colorful and beneficial. Yes. Top of page 312. Seals and sea lions, welcome. Peace. Highest heart love. Thank you guys for the likes and subs. Thank you for sharing this. Oh man, we're reading this book, shining a light on all the different animals out there. And you know, the aspects, angles. It's always aspects of light that give way to new paths. And then when you start to walk upon that path, you start to see footprints that were left, right? That's what we do with our art. We leave footprints of what we've experienced in time. Highest heart love. And books are a way of shining light on them. So beautiful. Peace, Snazzy. Awesome. Peace, Snazzy man. Highest heart love. Welcome to this corner of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. I am Master Uriel Riley, the narrator, book reader. I'm a master fitness trainer as well as a master poet. And I do the healing work. So I'm one of the light workers in the Light Workers Network all around the world. And this is part of doing the work. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys so much. Coco, Show, sea lion medicine, right? Oh my goodness. I wish all of you are having a beautiful summer. Right, Hunter? I know it, man. There's a lot going on. And this is that part of YouTube where we bring the peace to the people. Yes. Look at that. Thank you. You gotta stop and give thanks, right? Gratitude. All right. Big time. Big time. Guys and gals, here we go. Manifesting this full moon energy, we have the great Skunk. Next up in Animal Speak by the great master Ted Andrews, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. Skunk. Big time medicine, right? Thank you. I see the hearts. Much love. Thank you so much, my mods. Oh my gosh. Skunk, my favorite. Yes, Coco. You know it. Oh, so powerful. We even talked a little bit about it earlier in the book. We're going through the owl totems, right? Oh my goodness. So powerful. I'll read the caption because I will definitely start reading and not forget the caption and forget to go to the caption. The skunk. The skunk is the most noted for its spray, which has such a recognizable fragrance. Although the spray does not kill, it awakens a healthy respect in those who encounter it. Skunk, keynote, sensuality, respect, and self-esteem. Ding! Cycle of power, year round. At Brookner Nature Center, where I volunteer in the animal program and as a trail guide lecturer, there is a tradition in giving the animal talks. Before the skunk is brought out to be shown, the audience is made to raise their hands and repeat after the speaker. I promise not to hold my nose or go, ooh, when the next animal is brought out. Of course, everyone usually knows by then that it is the skunk they are about to see. The skunk is one of the most widely recognized mammals, but it is also one of the most misunderstood. It is a very powerful totem with mystical and magical associations. Just look at how people respond to it. They show great respect for it and what it can do. This is part of what Skunk teaches. It teaches how to give respect, expect respect, and demand respect. It helps you to recognize your own qualities and to assert them. The skunk does not get out of the way of any animal. It moves along at its own speed, with its own mind. It is assured and confident in itself. If skunk has shown up, it can be to help you with this particular aspect. It can teach you how to be more self-assured and how to assert yourself. Mom, my mom was just telling me about she encountering a skunk pretty daily now, right? And how it just comes to the window and it will just be rummaging, smelling the flowers in the garden. And she told me that story because I was asking her about some of the animals she sees daily. So this is hitting me at a higher light level. And that's what, the full moon is supposed to do. His heart love is in Sagittarius and going headed with Capricorn. This is beautiful. Surety, not guessing. A surety. Right, Coco? I know it. See, you you use this medicine. You can tell and how you love the world. That's where it shows, right? It shows in how we love the world. Oh my goodness, so powerful. The natural enemy of the skunk is the great horned owl. Skunk is its favorite food. The owl should be studied as it is also a part of the contrary or balancing medicine of the skunk. Its essence can help you in seeing how best to apply your skunk medicine. Skunks are fearless, but they are also very peaceful. They move slowly and calmly, and they only spray as a last resort. Because they are a peaceable by nature, they are always giving warnings before spraying. This warning involves three stages. First, it will stamp its feet and turn its back to you. Second, it will raise its tail up as the gland which sprays is located underneath it. When the third step arrives, it is usually too late. After raising the tail, the skunk will look back over its shoulder. This is to line up the correct angle for spraying. Once the skunk has seen you over its shoulder, it's too late. The skunk can spray 12 to 15 feet with tremendous accuracy. It can repeat the spraying for 5 to 6 times before it must build up again naturally. The spray is an irritating chemical. It won't kill, but it can sting the eyes and numb the senses. Sometimes a skunk can show up as a totem to teach us how to get more attention without being arrogant or and irritating. Sometimes it shows up to help us deal with those people in our life who are outrageously irritating. Tomato juice is still the one thing which helps to eliminate skunk odor. Those with this totem may find a characteristic of the tomato should be studied, as it is a part of the contrary or balancing medicine associated with skunk. The skunk smell is one that almost everyone can recognize. This has links to how skunk awakens in others a greater recognition of you and your own abilities. The sense of smell also has ties to sensuality and sexuality. Research is currently being conducted that reveals the various connections between fragrance and sexual response. This includes work with the pheromones and studies that reveal a surprising similarity between the cells of and response of the olfactory nerves and those within the genitalia. Fragrance has long been used as an aphrodisiac. Those with skunk medicine will find that the use of the fragrances will elicit dynamic responses in those they associate with. People will respond to fragrances you employ. A study of aromatherapy would be very beneficial for those with this totem. When skunk shows up, you can usually expect to experience stronger sexual responses to others and in their response to you. A greater ability to attract people will begin to unfold. It is interesting how people respond to some fragrances. They complain that certain smells drive them nuts. How often have you heard people say, I wish I knew what that smell was? It reminds me of something and it's driving me crazy. Skunks usually have one litter of young per year. With about 10 babies, skunks can spray from the moment their eyes open. This again reflects the intense energy levels that individuals with this totem are often born with. In the early years, they may find extreme cycles of either repelling or being pushed away by others, or drawing lots, many friends, or no friends, never alone, or always alone. At 20 weeks, they are capable of being out on their own. A skunk can have a lifespan in the wild of up to 10 years. This reflects the kinds of cycles likely to manifest for those with this totem. Skunks are known carriers of rabies. Mothers that have rabies will pass it on to the young, although the young may not show any symptoms of it for up to 6 weeks after being born. Individuals with skunks as totems must learn to balance the ability to draw and repel people. There is a natural cycle. The skunk is a solitary animal for the most part. Skunks can remind us there are times best for drawing people, and there are times best to avoid people. Finding the correct balance is what can assure prosperity. There are two main types of skunk: spotted and striped. The striped is the most common and the most easily recognized. It actually has a double stripe that runs from its head to its tail. This stripe, whether single or double, has an indication of the active flow of Kundalini life force. The Kundalini has ties to the sexual energies and to the life force that is active in every aspect of our life processes. In individuals with this totem, the Kundalini is usually already active. Skunk shows up at a time to amplify and teach the control and use of this life force more effectively. In Eastern metaphysics, students are taught of three channels of energy that the flow through the body along the spine, Ida, the Pingala, and the Shushmana, the moon, sun, and the balance of the two. This reflects the ability of those with skunk medicine to be able to turn on and off the creative force and direct it along several lines. Skunks are usually quite silent, so it is good for those with this totem not to blow their own horns. It will backfire and only serve to push others away. Sit back and let others do the noticing for you. Skunks are very adaptable, and this is what with those with this totem must also learn. Skunk can teach you when it's best to be noticed and how to go about most effectively. They are carnivorous, but they will eat almost anything, particularly insects, berries, and fruit. Skunk does its hunting at the night. When skunk shows up as a totem, you are going to have opportunities to bring out a new respect and self-esteem. It indicates lessons and times associated with increased sensuality, physically, sexually, psychically, and spiritually. Examine your self-image. Remember that people are going to notice you, how they notice you, and if they remember, can be controlled only by you. This is what Skunk can help teach. Bottom of page 314. Waking that up. Skunk medicine. Thank you. Gratitude in Heart. Self-determined. Kuji Chakalia. Self-determined. Not going to let anything stop you. Fearless, like the skunk. Says, you see me, I'm here. Whether you want to imagine that I'm not or you know I'm here. This is something I learned as being a giant among men and women in this world. People will literally see you coming and turn and act like they don't see you just because they do see you. That's how light your bright, I mean, how bright your light is, like, and we get this, and I'm sure celebrities and stuff, they go through the same thing, There's certain faces, there's certain stature, you know, there's certain levels of freedom that you can just see in other beings. And it's like, either you want to see the light or you don't want to see the light. The truth is the truth, no matter if you accept it or not. Yeshua was telling him. Snow leopard, top of page 315. Animal speak. Learn the language of the animals by the great Ted Andrews. The spiritual and magical powers of creatures great and small. Thank you so much for the likes and subs as we do this. Live from the light. Beautiful. This corner of YouTube where it's peaceful. And you know what you're going to get every time. Dependable, consistent, and I'm going to empower you. No fear. It's your world. It's my world. The light workers. It's our world. Yes. Yes. Top of page 315, Dictionary of Animal Totems, Chapter 13. Snow leopard. Thank you for writing it in the chat, Coco Eloshun. Thank you to my mods. You guys, I have the best mods on YouTube. No cap. Keynote. Overcoming our demons and haunts and renewal of vision and vitality. Wow. Gotta love that. Cycle of power. Dawn. Early morning and dusk. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome YouTube. We're at the top of page 315. Leopards and jaguars are the two spotted members of the big cat family. Often they are linked and called the same thing, given the generic name and panthers. A study of the section on panthers will reveal even further insight. Of all the big cats, leopards are the best at stalking prey. Leopards are the best at stalking prey. They can remain silent and inconspicuous until they are within only a few feet of their prey. Then they reveal themselves, and only for a few seconds at the instant of attack. Leopards have a strong hunting instinct and intuition, which usually shows up in cubs at an early age. Those with any leopard totem usually have strong intuitive faculties and heightened sensibilities. Leopard cubs learn quickly what is within their ability to capture and how best to approach it, trusting that inner instinct is part of the life lesson for those with this totem. This can be difficult in developing trust. Especially in Western society, where we are often taught to ignore the intuitive and only follow the logical. The leopard negotiates its environment in silence. Imitating the walk of the leopard can be a means of helping those with this totem attuned to it. The leopard walks with each paw inward. The outer edge of the paw will touch the ground first, and thus objects which could cause noise can be avoided before the leopard's full weight comes down on them. Woo! Divine awareness. That's what I call that's divine awareness. The leopard hunts best at night, and it will often store its prey in a tree. One of the traditional trademarks of the leopard is the tail dangling down. The long, graceful tail is often a symbol of sexuality and innate potential. The snow leopard is found in the high mountains of Asia. This may reflect possible past life connections to those areas in which it is commonly found. Its green eyes and grayish white coat dappled with rosettes make it one of the most beautiful members of the leopard family. For those with this totem, meditation on its green eyes, the northern direction, and its mountainous, rocky homes may provide insight into its specific role in your life. Of all leopards, snow leopards are considered the least aggressive. Although many big cats are known to occasionally take human prey, the snow leopard does not do this, even though they are quite capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves. Their environment forces them to be extremely agile and excellent leapers. This hints at its ability to teach those with this totem how to make great leaps over new obstacles in life. The snow leopard has been surrounded by mystery and lore. In Central Asia arose a belief that snow leopards do not eat flesh or their victims, but only suck their blood. Although this probably originated because of the puncture marks created when the leopard suffocates its prey, it has great symbolism. The blood of anything is its life force. In most societies, there existed the belief what one ate, one became. An animal that only took the blood and not only the flesh may indicate great discrimination, that only the powers and life force of the prey is assumed and not its weaknesses, symbolized by the flesh. Simulation techniques. That's legendary right there. For those with this totem, it can reflect opportunity to learn how to find the lost life force and drink it for once more without becoming enmeshed in the old patterns. There is an old story of Milarepa, Tibet's poet saint, who was stranded for 6 months in the great cave of conquering demons. When his followers went to find him, they found he had been transformed into a snow leopard. The snow leopard is a totem that can reflect a renewed energy, the ability and opportunity. Yes. to conquer one's old great demons. Thus, with this totem, would do well to research and meditate upon the life of Narrator. The snow leopard lives in the high mountains. Mountains have always been places separate from humans. They were the abodes of gods. They are places of good vista. The animals of mountain gods and goddesses were often sacred to the divine in some way. When a snow leopard reveals itself, it hints of divine protection and a reawakening of one's own spark of divinity. The snow leopard is solitary and secretive, so for it to be seen is a rare and precious experience, even if only in vision. The snow leopard has an uncanny ability to blend into the rocky vastness of its environment. Although they have a stocky appearance due to their thick coat, they are actually slightly smaller than regular leopards, but they are equally good predators. The qualities of the Bahara blue sheep should also be studied by those with this totem, as it is one of its most common prey. If a snow leopard has revealed itself, look for a time to clear out the haunts and demons within the mind. The strength and vitality to do so will be there, vibrant and plentiful. Great leaps in overcoming them will occur. It can reflect a period of 22 to 24 months in which the old demons are chased away and new vistas open up. At the age of about 22 months, the young are able to be out on their own. The snow leopard holds the promise of new life, new perception, and a renewed perspective on life. Woo! This is so good. The bottom of page 316. Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals by the great master Ted Andrews. This is such beautiful, so powerful. Thank you, much gratitude. Snow Leopard Medicine, right, Coco? Hello, show. Thank you so much, my mods. Thank you for everyone being here, the likes and subs. Live from the light in LA. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. So much gratitude. So much gratitude. It's powerful. Drinking from the light. That's why we're here. I let y'all drink with me from the light. We're spreading that out. I know y'all drinking light. These words is, that's what Ted Andrews did for them. To give us light. Light workers unite. We are the light. Here we go. This is another major one, guys and gals. My loves, beloveds. Look at this energy. I'm going to do again. I'm going to read it now because I might forget to read it. Thank you. Thank you, Coco. Look at this medicine, Coco. The great squirrel. I've always loved you too, squirrel. I've always loved squirrels, right? Keynote: activity and preparedness. Cycle of power, year round. Everyone is familiar with the squirrel. It is a member of the rodent family and is often seen scurrying about, as if always busy or bursting with nervous energy. Squirrels can be quite sociable, but they don't like strange squirrels. They are often observed scrounging about for food and digging holes in the earth and storing nuts and other food sources for later times. Their keen sense of smell will enable them to find their stored caches, even if they do forget where they buried their nuts. They are two main types of squirrels: the gray and the red. There are also a black squirrel, which is also more aggressive strain of the gray. The gray is found most often within the city, while the red is found more commonly in forests and woods. There is also the flying squirrel, which does not really fly. Its skin stretches and enables it to glide from tree ground to tree to tree. Unlike the gray and the red, it is nocturnal. It strongly dislikes being disturbed during the day. Owls are usually the flying squirrel's chief predators. Red squirrels are the sentinels of the forest. They chatter and scold when strangers appear. It seems as if they are literally reporting the news to all who can hear. The red squirrel is more aggressive and is usually a much better fighter than the larger gray. The martin is the red squirrel's most dangerous enemy, and it should be studied as well. Red squirrels usually have 2 litters per year, with 2 to 7 young. 2 litters per year, with 2 to 7 young. Within 12 weeks of birth, they are usually capable of being on their own. This 12-week cycle would be good to examine in regard to your own life if red squirrel has come to you. The gray squirrel is the most common of the most and the most enthusiastic. Like all squirrels, it does not hibernate. It builds its nest in the hollows of the trees or in treetops. The nests are usually ball shaped, and the entrance is on the side. Even though it is bigger than the red, if confronted, the gray will usually run and avoid any fight. Its predominant predators are foxes and raptors, are such as the owl and the hawk. Gray squirrels, like the red, usually have 2 litters per year, and they also are usually able to be on their own in about 12 weeks. All squirrels can be quite sociable. They wrestle for play, and they are extremely observant and imitative. This imitation of other squirrels is how they learn. Individuals with the squirrel totems learn best by doing rather than by studying. Tactile kinesthetic, huh? Squirrels are also quite communicative. Their chatter can often be heard in the trees when disturbed or playing. Their bushy tails adds to their expressiveness, along with their providing warmth, shade, and balance. The squirrel will often express emotion though flicks of through flicks of its tail. Every squirrel is unique, and its medicine will be activated differently for everyone. If squirrel has scampered into your life, examine your own activity and the preparedness. Are you too active? Not active enough? Are you not planning at all for the future, distant or near? Are you becoming too erratic, running to and fro and not accomplishing anything? Do you need to learn how to save and ration on any level, including money, time, energy, etc.? Are you afraid you will never have enough? Are you getting too hung up on collecting and accumulating? Are you gathering and not giving? Squirrels can teach us balance within the cycle and circle of gathering and giving out. Ding! If we are doing too much of one or the other, squirrel may appear to help us. Squirrels are masters at preparing, but they also are reminders that in our quest for our goals, we should always make time to socialize and play, work, and go play and hand in hand. Work and play go hand in hand, or the work will create problems and become more difficult and less fruitful. Guys and gals, divine beings sitting here right now listening to this. Woo! Gems. What? If you're just collecting, we learn this with the body, right? As a master fitness trainer, this is an icon moment right now in learning about weight loss, right? Full moon energy here and again. So it's the release, the gathering and releasing, gathering and releasing, just like the cycles of the meridian. What happens when one is done more than the other? There becomes a blockage. When you store up too much junk wherever you are, too much accumulation, the accumulative and detectable effects will be a blockage. So, just like beautiful gifts, I get stuff all the time. I'm gifted from the Most High. He loves me so much. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all I have now and all that's coming to me. Thank you. Gratitude and highest heart love. I get stuff all the time, guys and gals. The whole key is learning to be able to give stuff away. Yes. If your body just stored all that great food that you eat and never gave it away, you'd be extremely overweight. And you wouldn't have the abilities that you have, right? Staying in motion. That's the lesson of the planets. It's the lesson of sound. Once we put it out there, it's going to keep going. You can't take back any words. There's no skipping levels spiritually. Thank you so much for being here. Beautiful, right, Coco? Hello, Shun. Thank you so much on this heart love energy, the buck moon, full moon. Should we do one more? I mean, we're powered up right now with this energy. You see that light? One more? We're powering through. Yeah, okay. Okay, I got you. I felt the resonance, especially at what time it is. You see, I know. Light workers unite. Yes. I only take orders from the Most High. I will never inject anything into my body. My body is sacred to me. You gave this to me. I honor it. Doing the work. 318, live from the light. Buckle up. Tiger. Tiger. Behold. 318 in the middle. Thank you for this medicine. Ted Andrews. Animals speak. Learn the language of the animals. The spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. Keynote, tiger. Passion, power, devotion, and sensuality. Cycle of power. Nocturnal, full moon, and new moon. You see how it works? Tigers are magnificent and stir a feeling of awe in all who see them. There are a number of varieties of tigers, a Bengal, Siberian, etc., and each should be examined for its own characteristics. The information on cats and panthers should also be studied, as there is often an overlap. All tigers are known for their ferocity and their power. They are also excellent swimmers, unlike their other large cats. This gives them ties to all the energies and mystical qualities so often associated with the element of water. All tigers also display great motherly devotion with their offerings and their offspring. The mother raises the young and teaches them to hunt. Most tigers are solitary, and they come together usually only to mate. They also have immense territories. The Siberian tiger is considered by many to be the most magnificent, and most experts agree that this species of tiger originated in northern part of East Asia. It would later migrate and evolve to live in warmer climates. The Siberian tiger is an untiring traveler. It can cover great distances in a single day. Tigers prey upon all types of animals, but wild boar is a frequent victim. The Bengal tiger lives in southern Asia. Its main prey is deer. It will usually live in several layers, one of which is used to bring up the young cubs. At 8 weeks old, the cubs join their mother in hunting. At 6 months, they have learned to kill, but they are not capable of feeding themselves until they are around 16 months old. Most tigers hunt slowly and silently, a tactic beneficial to learn for those with this totem, regardless what is being sought. They can be selfish with their kills, and they have the power to drag a several 100-pound carcass over a quarter mile just to hide it. Tigers are nocturnal hunters. Individuals with this totem will find that most of their effective work accomplished at night. The traditional black and gold orange pattern links the tiger to the mysticism surrounding the new and full moons. The sleek and powerful muscles and the soft, thick coat of the tiger stimulates thoughts of sensuality. All cats stretch languorously and rub up against other cats and other objects. For those with this totem, there will be awakened a new sensuality, a sensitivity to touch. There has always been a great deal of mysticism and mythology centered on the tiger. A study of these associations will help you to identify its role within your own life and possibly even past life links to other parts of the world. In Korea, the tiger is the king of beasts. In the Hindu tradition, the tiger was sacred to the goddess Kali, the goddess of creation and dissolution, of sexuality and death. In Greece, it was associated with the mythic character Dionysus, the twice born. China is filled with myth and legend of the tiger. In Chinese astrology, one of the 12 signs is the sign of the tiger. Those born in the year of the tiger are assigned the traits of being both colorful and unpredictable. They are adventurous, powerful, and passionate. In China, the tiger is both a symbol of darkness and the new moon, as well as brightness and the full moon. There are 5 mythic tigers in Chinese lore. The red tiger is a symbol of the south, summer, and fire. The black tiger is a symbol of the north, winter, and water. The blue tiger is a symbol of the east, spring, and vegetation. The white tiger is a symbol of the west, autumn, and all metals. Ding! The yellow tiger is supreme among all 5. It is the ruler of the earth and all energies upon it. If a tiger has entered your life, you can expect new adventures. It will awaken new passions and power within life. Expect it to begin within 6 to 8 weeks and last for at least a year and a half. Examine what is going on in your life. Do you need more passion for life? Are you expressing your life passion inappropriately? Has your energy been down? If a tiger has shown up, there will begin to manifest new adventures and renewed devotion and passion for life. Gratitude and highest heart love. Thank you so much for this book reading. Thank you so much. We just completed Tiger. Bottom of page 319. When we pick back up and reconvene, we will be at page 320 of Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals. The spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. Thank you so much for being here live from the light. What an amazing tiger. Owning our own power, right? And again, it's not power over others. It's powers over ourselves. Do we have the ability to make something happen? And you see, it hunts in the evening. Comes together to mate. Tigers are very large. Yeah. I love you guys so much. You can tell, right? You can definitely tell. Because I act like it. That's for real, for real. Highest heart love. The power is within. We have to hone it and sharpen it and use it to empower ourselves and better and empower our environment, right? We give that to our children so they're empowered in their life. This is so beautiful, man. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. For some, yes, go ahead. Ashe, yes, Ashe, so good, right? Oh, thank you so much. That skunk medicine was powerful. About respect, about how to give respect. And we were just talking about giving and receiving, right? That's a major thing that we all have the ability to do. This is when you know you're a light worker. When you can give respect and not even know the person. You're just giving love and respect because you see divinity in them. You know that you're a divine being, right? So it's like, shine that light. I'm all light. I see the light in you. So that's something that we can always cycle out is respect. Yeah, I love you, love you, I love you. But yeah, that power to give respect, demand respect, and receive respect. It's right. Soul controller. That's right. Sacred peace. Sacred space. That's right. We create that. We create that. And that's what that's what I am here for, to show. I'm here to show that literally on this YouTube channel. No interruptions. Peace. Thank you so much. Highest heart love. Gratitude. Starway healing. That universal consciousness, quantum consciousness. We're drawing it all in. Transmuting everything that's happening and reflecting it back out into light. Into pure white light. I'm always black earth. Pure white light. That's what my name means. Uriel. The light of God. God's flame. Aheya. Aheya, heya, 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 heya. Heya, 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 heya. I love y'all. We shake it up in the world, man. We do the real deal work. That's what it takes. Someone has to shine that light, right? That's what we do, Coco. My mods, my brother. Highest heart love. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I love you. For real. You know I love you. Always will. That's what we do. Remember, stay in the light. You have the ability. It's all in the breath, Isis. I love you. Love you, Isis.